like to call the meeting to order. Could everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 1, consider approval of agenda. Do I have a motion?
So
I'm
moved.
sorry, roll call. Kristen?
Trustee Yonker.
Here.
Trustee Pinito.
Yes.
Trustee
Here.
Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Glotz.
Present.
Trustee Mangan.
Here.
President Vandenberg is absent.
Item number 1, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 2, I'd like to make a motion for approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting held on September 5th, 2017.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 3, consider approval of the following consent agenda items. Do I have a second?
Let's get a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, could you read those into the minutes, please?
Item A, consider resolution number 2017-R-004, establishing the week of October 8th, 2017 as Fire Prevention Week in the Village of Tinley Park. Item B, consider request from the Crisis Center for South Suburbia to conduct a raffle from October 2nd through October 31st, 2017, with the winner being drawn on November 1st, 2017 at Neat Repeats Resale Store in Worth, Illinois. Item C, consider request from the Tinley Park Lions Club to conduct a Tag Day fundraiser for their annual Candy Day fundraiser on Friday, October 13th and Saturday, October 14th, 2017 at certain intersections in the Village of Tinley Park. Item D, consider request from Bread of Life Outreach Program Incorporated to conduct a Tag Day fundraiser on Friday, October 27th and Saturday, October 28th, 2017 at certain intersections in the Village of Tinley Park. And lastly, item E, payment of outstanding bills in the amount of $2,513,687.45 as listed on the vendor board approval report dated September 8th and September 15th, 2017.
Does anyone wish to remove any of these consent agenda items? If not, could I have a roll, please?
Trustee Yonker.
Yay.
Trustee Pinito.
Yes.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Glotz.
Yes.
And Trustee Mangan.
Yes.
Item number 4, I'd like to make a motion to approve the appointment of Logan Enright as Commissioner to the Community Resource Commission for 2017-2018.
So moved.
Second.
Need a roll call on that?
I think you guys normally do all in favors on those
Yes.
appointments.
Yeah. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, anyone? Motion carried. Number 5, I'd like to make a motion for the appointment of Chuck Augustiniak as a Commissioner to the Plan Commission for 2017-2018.
Second.
Let's get a first and a second.
I'll make you make a motion, Mike?
He made a motion. I'm seconding it.
Let's just have Mike make this, since Brian's chair.
Yeah, he's chair.
Unless he needs.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, there you go.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 6, Trustee Glotz.
I'd like to make a motion to consider ordinance number 2017-0-056, approving text amendments to Village of Tinley Park zoning ordinance related to outdoor sales display.
Second.
Go ahead, Mike.
In response to the village's direction to amplify our business-friendly approach and inquiries from local businesses, staff drafted a text amendment for outdoor sales displays. The current regulations within Section 3 and 6 of the zoning ordinance only allow for outdoor display of seasonal gardening products. These regulations have not been strictly enforced in the past, and staff would like to formalize new regulations that will allow other displays of products. Staff researched regulations for outdoor sales displays in other communities and crafted a new set of regulations based off of the research and with consideration of how Tinley Park envisions outdoor sales display. The proposed text amendment includes 3 levels of outdoor sales display. Level 1 will be a display of seasonal gardening goods or special sales. These displays may include, but are not limited to, sale of potted plants, mulch, clothes racks, and small product display racks. Level 2, display of year-round goods that are subordinate and customarily incidental to the principal use. These displays may include, but are not limited to, propane, ice, and vending machines. Level 3 will be display of goods that do not meet the regulations within Level 1 or Level 2. These displays may include, but are not limited to, large products or equipment, appliances, seasonal recreational items, pools, play equipment, etc., accessory structures, sheds, gazebos, etc., or display of building materials, fencing, pavers. Level 1 and 2 displays would be subject to regulations for location, size, and time of display, and could be approved administratively. Level 3 displays would be required to be reviewed and approved by the Plan Commission on a case-by-case basis. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on this on September 7th and voted unanimously to approve the text amendments as drafted. This is the first reading for ordinance number 2017-0-056.
As Trustee Glatz said, this ordinance is just for first reading. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 7, Trustee Glatz.
I'd like to make a motion to consider ordinance number 2017-0-057, approving text amendments to the Village of Tinley Park zoning ordinance related to vehicle rental in the mixed-use Devon Drive Overlay District.
Second.
Thank you, Cindy. There has been some interest in the vehicle rental in the area near 175th and Devon. This area is zoned office and restricted industrial and is a part of the mixed-use Devon Drive Overlay District. Similar types of businesses are permitted or allowed as a special use in this district, but vehicle rental is not currently allowed within the current schedule of permitted uses of the zoning ordinance. The proposed text amendments will allow vehicle sale rental as a special use in the MU1 overlay district, subject to certain conditions listed within a new footnote. Additionally, clarification will be added to the definition for vehicle sale / rentals in Section 2 of the zoning ordinance. The use category equipment rental and leasing services will be renamed light equipment sales / rental in order to be consistent with the existing category for heavy equipment sales rental. Again, the Plan Commission held a public hearing on this on September 7th and voted unanimously 5-0 to approve the text amendment as drafted. This is the first reading.
As Trustee Glatz just stated, it's the first reading. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 8. I'd like the board to consider awarding a contract with Ellens and McChinnon Roofing Sheet Metal of Joliet, Illinois.
Second.
The Village of Tinley Park sought a qualified contractor to install sheet metal wall panel on the south, east, and west elevations to post number 1 pump house. The work will include applicable carpentry work, installation of plywood, sheathing, replacement of all sheet metal, coping on top of all parapet walls, and minor mason repairs to various portions of the exterior walls. 2 bids were received. If you could put those in the record. This item was discussed at the Public Works Committee meeting held prior to this meeting. Funds are budgeted and available in the Water and Sewer Fund in an amount of $38,400. Village staff recommends awarding the contract to Ellens and McChinnon Roofing and Sheet Metal of Joliet, Illinois, the lowest responsible and responsive bidder, in an amount not to exceed $37,100. This is expenditure of funds. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the audience? If not, could we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Yonker?
Yay.
Trustee Panito?
Yes.
Trustee Berg?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Glatz?
Yes.
And Trustee Mangan?
Yes.
Item number 9. I'd like the board to consider adopting ordinance 2017-0-058, Class B liquor, In-N-Out Liquors.
Second.
The proposed ordinance would affect a transfer of the Class B liquor license currently held by George's Liquor located at 7026 West 183rd Street to In-N-Out Liquor located at 7101 West 183rd Street. The current owner of George's Liquor is closing down George's and is opening a new business named In-N-Out Liquor across the street. In order to begin construction on a new location at 7101 183rd. The owner needs approval of a Class B liquor license. However, the license will not be issued until George's Liquor is closed. The respective license will be for the following business: In-N-Out Liquor at the address is stated 7101 183rd Street. Upon approval of this ordinance, the total number of Class B liquor licenses would temporarily be 19. However, once the license is issued, George's Liquor will close, and the total number of Class B liquor licenses will remain at 18. This ordinance is eligible for adoption. Is there any questions from the board? Is there any questions from the audience in regards to this? If not, could we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Yonker?
Yay.
Trustee Panito?
Yes.
Trustee Berg?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Glatz?
Yes.
And Trustee Mangan?
Yes.
Item number 10. Madam Clerk?
I'd like the board to consider release of minutes from certain executive session meetings. The following executive session minutes are under consideration by the village board for release. May 23rd, 2017, Administration and Legal. February 7th, 2017, Village Board. December 13th, 2016, Village Board. October 18th, 2016, Village Board. September 20th, 2016, and June 14th, 2016, Village Board. August 18th, 2015, and July 21st, 2015, Village Board. June 9th, 2015, Committee of the Whole. February 11th and February 4th, 2014, Village Board. And April 21st, 2001, Village Board. This is required by the Federal Open Meetings Act that semi-annually, namely every 6 months, executive session minutes are reviewed. And the ones that are not listed here are still, there's still a need for confidentiality regarding those minutes.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second. Roll call on these, please.
Trustee Yonker?
Yay.
Trustee Panito?
Yes.
Trustee Berg?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Glatz?
Yes.
And Trustee Mangan?
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 11, receive comments from the board and staff. Staff have anything? None.
I do.
Staff? Go ahead, Bill.
First of all, I'd like to let everybody know for the record that the Coffee with a Cop will be held this Saturday from 10 o'clock till noon at Panera at 191st Street. So stop on by and have coffee with the cop. And second of all, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the citizens of Tinley Park for the outpour of donations to the victims down in Houston. And I certainly want to thank Mr. Mayor, Trustee Yonker, John Urbanski and his brother, who helped drive the 2 semis filled down to Texas. And I also would like to thank my Boy Scout troop leaders that came there to help sort it out on that Saturday morning before they all left. And it just shows, because we had 3 locations that people could drop things off for here at the village, over at the Public Works, and over at Bentonhausen, who had collection boxes. And just to think that we sent 2 trailers, 2 semi-trailers down to Texas, and since I have family down there that were affected by it, I want to thank everybody who was involved in doing that, and certainly all of our citizens for coming to help our neighbors. Thanks, Bill.
And Bill, I think you mentioned to me that your sister actually had to be rescued there in Houston, and glad we could help out and appreciate the.
Thank you.
Mike.
I would like to congratulate and thank the board for voting in Chuck Augustini to the Plan Commission, and congratulations to Logan Enright for the Community Resource Commission.
There's no one else. Item number 12, receive comments from the public.
Good evening. My name is Donald Horseman. I am a pastor at Christian Hills Church in Orland Hills, Illinois. I'm also a resident of Tinley Park. I speak on behalf of Christian Hills Church and Christian Hills School. I do apologize. My lead pastor was not able to make it here in person because he had a pre-scheduled engagement for this evening. We were made aware of an individual who spoke at the last Tinley Park board meeting who said they were speaking on behalf of members of Christian Hills Church. And we were concerned that with this person's comments and disrespect, as well as their final comment to Mayor Vandenberg. I first would like to say that our lead pastor, Pastor Mike McCartney, did the interview that this individual was referencing with Mayor Dave Seaman about a year ago, actually September of 2016, and he never used the wording that this person used. Mayor Vandenberg was not the mayor that he interviewed. The individual who spoke at the last Tinley Park Board meeting is misinformed and not speaking for anyone at Christian Hills Church or school. The individual who spoke is not a member of Christian Hills and is not affiliated with our church or school. Finally, we are 100% behind the new leadership of Tinley Park, and our goal as a church and our vision of the church is to love our city. This means its leadership, civic employees, and citizens. We want you to know that we are here to support and serve our community as well as the communities around us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yes, thank you, Pastor.
I wanted to also echo the thank you for clearing that up. We really appreciate you coming out. Thank you. I myself wanted to start by thanking whoever or however it finally got done. Because again, everything here in Tinley Park sometimes it's a little glacial, but we get stuff done here. And the latest great advancement was getting rid of that creepy Mayor Zabrocki statue on the bench out there. Don't know why it took to September, but you know what? Like I said, I just got like the 4-month thing with you guys, and it's cool. We get stuff done eventually. So thank you, whoever did it. Appreciate it. I also wanted to thank Trustee Glotz for having open office hours for coffee with the trustee the other day. Lucas and I and a couple other citizens came by to address things. We appreciate you taking the time out to come in. I know you were sick and everything. And listening to our proposal for the Tinley Park Ale Trail. We want to take this opportunity that there's a new brewery, Sound Growler, which is also in addition to the existing 350 Brewing and Hailstorm. And we're beginning Bang and Gavel, so I think now we're at the point where when we're going to have 4, that you can actually have a proper ale trail here in Tinley Park. And I think it's something that the Community Development Committee could consider, and maybe the marketing department, maybe getting it up on the webpage. If you get them on board, and then it makes it easier to bring in more breweries, because if you look at a city like Traverse City, Michigan, they have 8 on their ale trail, and it's really cool. Like, they have a book, and you get a stamp at each one you go to, and then at the end you get like a mug. So it encourages people to visit all the breweries, and it's really good. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to our proposal, Trustee Glotz.
And I put your request on Dave's desk, your new line, the ale trail.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you. All right, and then one last thing. I like the last item before the commentary start, the executive session minutes. Thank you, board, for getting those released. We appreciate the insight that we glean into what I like to call secret session. And if Madam Clerk, are those going to be put up like in a special site, or like is there a special place on the website where those go? Or
I'm still working on that, but I do plan on having them on the website soon.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I figured there was. I just
Okay.
just for clarification, say thank you so much for that. We appreciate it, and that's all. Thank you.
Mike, thank you. I just wanted to add something. I forgot to say that Lucas left you guys, okay, and came over to Public Works to help us load up the trucks and everything. So I'm sorry that you weren't there, so thank you for reminding me that he helped out load.
No problem.
Thank you.
Why was the statue of Mayor Zabrocki removed?
Answer it?
Sure, go ahead, Dave.
We're basically putting a new piano there that's essentially going to focus on our new brand theme.
Okay, great,
So,
great.
yep.
Just wanted an answer. And Mr. Paws, if you had a problem with Mayor Zabrocki, you could always went up to him and had a
Really, where's he at?
when he was in office. If you had a problem with when he was in office, you could actually approached him instead of backstabbing him now. Yeah, you probably would do that.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yes.
I'll wait until the next meeting so I can ask the mayor directly, as I've been asking each meeting, and I'm going to continue to come to these meetings until I feel that the response that I expect to see out of this village for the 12 families that were affected in the home invasion, until I see that people are moving forward with that. And I wanted to ask, we had a meeting, which was a great turnout from everybody that came for the community watch, but I put in my calendar that night, as you announced, the next meeting was Thursday, September 21st at 7 o'clock. And then it's all over, so everybody's asking about this meeting. And I said, did they post anything about that meeting?
As you recall, during the meeting, one of the ladies had a very good idea. We should get together for an action plan, and I asked people to check off on the list if they wanted to be part of a working group to put a plan together. That is the meeting Thursday night.
Okay, maybe you could communicate that back to all the people, because none of us know that.
Okay.
Because
We'll
the
do that
problem was
tomorrow.
is that we didn't know you decided just to call those people in
No,
for the
no,
action plan?
we talked about it that night.
No, I know
so.
you did that, but just so you know, by the time the meeting was over and people got over to because we had already signed in when we came in that night, by the time we got over there to check it, all the papers were gone.
Okay.
And I meant to follow up, but actually, a friend of mine told me she did get an email late last night about this meeting. When did we notify anybody, just last night?
We notified that group of people that signed that they were interested in a working group. That's all. We didn't notify
But
everybody
last night,
there.
right?
Because, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Because this doesn't really make me feel comfortable that we really are putting a lot of effort into this. And, I'm not going to ask about the cameras. I'm waiting to see that on some agenda somewhere. When those are going to come through, I see us doing a lot of great things in our village with making it pretty. I just want to feel that I'm safe. And right now, I'm not. So until I feel, and I don't know how much we care. Honestly, because you should be notifying. All these people came out of their houses and came to that meeting, and we expected something. You didn't tell us that we aren't going to be coming to the next meeting. I was planning on coming.
We'll put a reminder out tomorrow. We did put that out that night.
Yeah, but everybody was doing
Just want to say, Trustee Glass, thank you very much having coffee with Paws and I. Was the last item? Sorry, 2 hours ago. It was very appreciative and very kind of you. Second, I just want to say thanks for removing that statue. I know there's something else going there instead, but me personally, I don't believe in putting up statues of people while they're in office, and especially when having them vote on it. That just to me, that just improper. My third comment I just want to say is just not to forget that the Tinley Park residents in Bremen Township can appeal their property taxes up until September 26th. If they need any information on it as far as how to appeal, I left with Laura, the deputy clerk, with her office pamphlets as far as how to appeal and if they have any questions. Thanks.
Thanks.
While we're on the subject, just to follow up on Lucas, I came across a very interesting resource called Homeowners Defense Association, which will help give taxpayers a better idea of how their tax rates and their subdivisions are comparing in other subdivisions within Bremen Township, Cook County. Very, very useful information. Really encourage you to check that out. Who is responsible for monitoring the air quality around the 175th and Ridgeland area? I know we're smelling a lot of natural gas escaping there. I guess a lot of heavy-duty glues have been applied. Do we have more than one authority monitoring the air quality at that intersection and the ongoing construction?
The project's being done by the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. I guess we could, Dave, if we could follow up with them.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Okay. I hope we have maybe even more than one air quality monitor. I don't know if the county, you mentioned the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. I would hope, the Illinois EPA has been notified or is involved in this too, because that's some really heavy duty work there. God help us if somebody throws a cigarette out their window as they're driving by. Also too, I really, really, really want to encourage the village to take a fresh look at that intersection. It just seems like we could be doing a much better job of managing the traffic around that area. I just don't think that we're really doing a good job of coordinating traffic to be better. I don't know who's responsible as the liaison between traffic monitoring and the work parties there, the impacted close nearby businesses like Panduit, any neighborhood input that might be available, but we really need people to take a fresh look at that. And I understand it isn't a new issue with the village, but a lot of us residents feel like we're not getting any response or nothing's being done, again, just to echo what Diane was saying. You know, this has been an ongoing problem, the traffic in and out of Tinley Park High School. There's no sidewalk over there. There's room for improvement, and we just feel like no one's being proactive on this. So some people need to get going on that. Thank you.
There's a sidewalk that's in the process, so we're just...
They started.
They started the sidewalk on 175th, correct? All right, thanks.
Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to start off by thanking Trustee Glotz for everything that he does for the community. As my teenager would say, you're the real MVP, so thank you. I stood here a month ago, and I told you guys that we're sick and tired of the talk. We need action. And so I'm here now, a month later, to ask what action has been taken to try to make us feel safer as a community. Now, I know the neighborhood watch thing's going on, but that's mostly the community that's going to be looking out for itself. Trustees, what are you doing to look out for us? How are you going to protect us? And I know we live in a time period where we need to be vigilant and protect ourselves, but we also need you, as our elected officials, to look out for us. What are you doing, and what have you done in the last month to make changes, to make things better, to prevent future home invasions? What's happening? It may be happening behind the scenes, because I'm not seeing anything. What's happening? What has been done?
Dave, you want to speak to that, or?
Well, again, I think you're aware of what we're doing with the neighborhood watch. Not sure what else you're requesting.
Well, we asked for cameras. What happened with those?
We're looking at cameras. We expect to have a recommendation to the committee, Public Safety Committee, at the next meeting.
And simple things like the intersection that he was just talking about. I mean, you've got car accidents left and right on there.
We're adding a sidewalk at that.
We're adding a sidewalk?
Right turn lane.
And right turn lane.
A right turn lane.
Was at the
Okay.
last meeting.
Okay, so there is
Yep.
action being taken.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
I want to take a moment on a lighter note to thank the board for your revisement or possible revisement for the outdoor displays. It helps our retail and all the local retailers, and just we appreciate the support, and just want to thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No one else? Item number 13, we have a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. A second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Yonker?
Yay.
Trustee Panito?
Yes.
Trustee Berg?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Glotz? Yes. Trustee Mangan?
Yes.
Board won't be coming back after executive session. Thank you.